Hello, and welcome to the Art and the Industry podcast. My name is Michael Connard, and I'm majoring in the Creative Writing for Entertainment degree program here at Full Sail University Online. I am very excited and honored to have gotten the opportunity to interview the Netherlands' own Martin Hooijmans, the founder and editor-in-chief of Story Shack magazine, as well as an editor, writer, producer, director, and all-around creative storyteller. So, let's begin. Question 1. What do you see as the role of the visual arts in society today, particularly in your profession? In my opinion, the visual arts still play a substantial role in society. However, the type of visual art that appeals to most is changing. It's all about the moving or interactive image these days, storytelling through digital media. In general, people seem to prefer a good YouTube video over a trip to a museum, and when they go to the museum, it's often the flashy interactive items that attract attention. This is a very interesting challenge for me as an editor and storyteller, and I'm sure for many others out there. However, great written content, such as, in my case, online flash fiction, is on the vastness of the internet content which cannot be scanned at one glance, often has to make way for easily digestible items. With Story Shack magazine, I try to offset this loss in readership by drawing readers in through beautiful, custom-created illustrations. The platform is in its second year now, and the feedback has been great. I'm very excited about continuing it and making changes as I go. Question 2. New communications and media technologies make imagery almost instantly available. Do you believe that this is having a positive or negative influence on your industry? A little of both. Written fiction in the traditional sense, traditional publishing, has definitely taken a bit of a hit, with less people taking the time to sit down and read, often preferring to watch easily digestible videos on their phones and laptops. On the other hand, the rise of ebooks and online magazines has created amazing opportunities for all these artists who were ignored by the publishers in the past. Success is still hard to achieve, but creators have a much better fighting chance now. Question 3. What popular images do you see that are frequently repeated throughout your industry? In terms of illustrations, I cannot say that images seem to repeat themselves, with a couple of exceptions, as is the case with most things, I guess. Extending the answer into the domain of short stories, there is one thing that keeps popping up: family. Deaths in a family, parent-child relationships, these kind of things. Sometimes these stories are heartwarming, other times heartbreaking, and they are always impressive in their own way. In other forms of storytelling, family is definitely one of the great recurring themes as well, which is not strange. After all, your family is one of the most important factors in life, be it in a negative or positive way. It shapes you more than you usually realize. Question 4. Who is one of your favorite visual artists, and what is your favorite style of visual art? Not a famous one yet. Lars de Ruyter, my good friend and illustrator of my own works of fiction. His style leans towards comics, which I highly enjoy. We got to know each other during the production of my short film Tacitus, for which he did art direction, concept art, and storyboarding. Awesome guy. Check out his work at larsderuyter.nl or at any of my work available on Story Shack magazine. Question 5. How has your knowledge of famous artworks influenced your creative process? These famous artworks are, in my particular case, movies, a field from which I believe fiction writers can learn a lot. Show, don't tell is one advice nearly everyone is familiar with, and for me it is one of the main points of storytelling. Action is mostly more interesting than thoughts. I started out as a screenwriter and use many of the techniques I learned doing that. It makes my fiction to the point, short and sweet. I would like to thank you all for listening, and I would especially like to thank Martin Hooijmans for taking the time for this very inspired and insightful interview. Thank you all, and never stop dreaming.